Well, it's good to see you in the morning. Means we're still playing.
Yes, that is true. That is true.
I played pretty well last night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a good game.
So, the whole Carolina hasn't lost in their own building thing. Like, how do you?
You don't worry. I think you know me by now. It doesn't matter what's happened in the past. It's what you're going to do going forward. And we played them 2 real good games in the building last week, and we didn't come out with a win, but we played 2 good hockey games. So, got to keep working, keep playing, and it's going to be a big Game 5 in their building.
Can you take what you did yesterday and bring it on the
I'm
road?
going to sure hope so. But we haven't played a bad game yet, so I expect us to play a good game in the road.
Your penalty, your power play was good in the 2 games at home. In game 2, I guess it struggled. What was the difference? Like what made it? So
I can't remember game 2 power play. Seriously, I have no idea what you're talking about right now. And that's a while ago. We look forward to a game going in advance, and
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you can refresh me, but I can't remember.
Brady Shea had the double minor, and I think that was the one with the high sticking double minor.
Do-
The high sticking double minor,
And-
right? On Brady Shea, I think, and you guys, they scored shorthand.
Yeah.
So I remember.
That's all I remember. Now that you refresh me, that's all I remember. So
No, but I mean, like you're obviously your power play seems to.
no, the
some
power
stuff.
play's been good all year. We've 20. What did we finish in the league? Top 5. It's been a good power play. We had some ruts like every other team has, some different times where you don't like it, a few things, but overall it's been the strong point of our team, for sure. And the penalty killing's been real good, obviously, in the playoffs, so keep doing what they're doing.
The thing about the 2 games that you guys played there, they were conservative, defensive type of games.
Yeah.
It seemed, maybe just to flow the game, but obviously you had 2 games at home, more shots, more opportunities.
Yeah.
Do you need to find maybe the balance of that for the road?
I think it's both teams. I mean, they're the same way. They didn't have a ton of shots against us in those first 2 games, and I think it's when one team opens up a little bit, then the other team's going to get chances from that. So both games in Carolina were different than the 2 games in here, and why that happens. I guess it's the way we always want to get more chances on that to score. That's a big part of the game with your players. I don't think any team's going into the game saying, let's shut these guys down to 5 or 6 scoring chances. I don't think that's how you coach. Now, maybe some guys do. I don't think me or, I can't speak for Rob, but I think they're an aggressive forechecking team that creates lots of scoring chances. That's what we want to be. That's what we want to do. That's what we've done all year. And sometimes the goalie bails us out with that. So
It just seems like sometimes you guys do thrive better when it is just a little bit more open. You don't want to be
definitely.
risking your
No,
team.
100%. I agree 100% with you.
So that's
For
why I
sure.
asked that balance.
Yeah, and again, those games in Carolina last week, I wasn't telling my guys let's play more defensive structure. It was Carolina setting the tone a little bit too, and us not being able to get there at times. And that's again, it was 28 shots one game to 26, and the other game was 22 to 20, I think, something like that. And it's not typical games, but guys get a little tense in the playoffs, and you want to stay away from making mistakes. And I think those 2 games showed that. I think the 2 games here are a little bit more open, a little more exciting, and we fortunately found a way to win those games.
What were you guys able to do within the Tahoe in the games in New York as compared to the games in Carolina? What were you guys able to do to limit Tahoe in the games here that you weren't able to do?
I wouldn't say we limited them. I mean, we don't look at Carolina and say we're going to take care of this one player. I mean, they got a lot of good hockey players, so we talk about their line a little bit, but we're more about what we're going to do. We try and match a little bit, when you get your match up in the ice, but I wouldn't say there's not a big game plan of trying to shut down Aho himself. They got a real good team, and there's a lot of good players over there.
What do you see? Pittsburgh and Carolina kind of had moments or chances to put you guys away, and you guys didn't allow it. What is it about your team that just makes it?
Well, it's playoffs, and you fight hard to get to the playoffs, so I don't think any team's going to be an easy out in the playoffs. I mean, we watched Florida play the other night, and they lost 4 straight. But that last game, I mean, they competed. They had 49 shots on net. They did everything they could say. I don't think any NHL player is going to roll over and die for anybody. You're going to fight to the last, and that's what you do. And hopefully you find ways to win. So.
Are there any tweaks that you made to the power play against obviously a pretty distinctive penalty kill that did give you some trouble?
No, I'm not going to tell you any secrets that the coaches do, but no, I mean, we know we're facing if not the best penalty kill in the league, you know, right near the top all the time. They're aggressive, they put pressure on you. Last night we were fortunate, we made a great pass to the back door and, you know, scored a great goal off it. And the first power play was set the tone for the game. We had great chances on it, didn't score, but, you know, it's about getting shots to it and make sure you're moving the puck quick. And when they're real aggressive, you got to get pucks to the net.
What have you seen from Adam Fox? I mean, it seems like
Not a thing.
I mean, like last night he was, you know, he's obviously, you know,
Yeah.
teams are trying to hit him every time they get a chance. And
Yeah, you know, it's playoffs, and Foxy's man's up. I mean, we talk about our team, you got to man up in the playoffs, and Foxy plays the game the right way. He plays real strong minutes. He plays great defensive hockey for us, and obviously it's the offense he brings to your team. So that's what it's all about. The superstar players. Everybody wants to win on both teams, and you know, obviously there's a little bit of a target on top guys. You know, you want to finish your checks and bump them. It's part of the game.
how is he different with Lindgren versus when Braun was in there? I mean, like, have you, is he better?
Well, you know he's better.
Yeah.
Like, I know I got to answer that question, but
Yeah.
you know, not taking nothing away from Braun. Lindgren's his partner for 2 years, so it's like putting Kreider without Mika. You know, every team has the same thing. So
When you talk about more pucks to the net, and we know some of your forwards like to make the extra pass, when the defensemen like Lindgren last night are looking to aggressively shoot, does that help the whole team? Does that kind of trickle down a little bit?
well, I think it helps us get more pucks to the net because we talk about, you know, they're a real good defensive team. They play a real good structure, and if we don't put pucks to the net, we're not going to get any chances to the net. That's what happens. You have breakdowns when you get pucks to the net and rebounds and make them battle down there. So they play a strong man-on-man, and when you can beat that, you get some opportunities.
Real quick,
Okay, last one, guys.
real quick on the Kakko Mott switch. You said it was just to get some speed up on that line, or is there?
Change it up, yeah, just to get, you know, a little bit more speed with Mater there and defensive responsibilities, but I actually really like Kako on the left side. You know, he plays right wing most of the time, but I really liked him last night on the left side.
All right, thank
Yep.
you.
Okay, guys.
Goudreau, is he?
He's skating.